Kia ora everyone, Lewis here with a wee bit of a severe weather forecast as we kick off a new week. We do have some more active fronts moving across the country. So it's not this system here on Monday, it is this one on Tuesday as it moves up the country. Very strong winds ahead of that front. Some heavy rain mainly on the west coast of the South Island, potentially even some snow around southern parts of the South Island. But we can see that high building, so as that front moves up across the North Island, it is weakening very quickly. So the current severe weather watches and warnings are all covering strong winds, mainly going to be a northwesterly or a westerly wind. Just the one warning in force here, but watches across the majority of the South Island. So it is going to be a breezy old Tuesday for much of the country, but those central and northern parts of the North Island aren't going to see too much in the way of strong winds. There will be a little southwest kick with the front, but nothing to worry about too much. So here is an animation of the wind. So really across the entirety of the South Island, looking pretty breezy, but it is those ranges that are going to pick up the most. And then in the North Island, it is that southeastern part that is going to see the largest wind speeds in terms of gusts around the country. And we can see by the end of Tuesday, things are settling down. We've got a southwest flow spreading across the country. So taking a look at the details for the warning here, between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Tuesday, those westerly gales could get up to around 120 kilometres an hour in exposed places. It does look like there will be a brief time that it eases during Tuesday afternoon before that wind turns around to a more southwest as that front moves by. Now going down the country, we're looking at this strong wind watch between 1 a.m. and 8 a.m. on Tuesday. There is that potential for those northwest gales to reach those warning criteria, and there still is that moderate chance of upgrading to a warning. Very similar story here for the Fiordland and inland parts of Southland and Otago. You can see there's just a brief line here which will separate the most southern watch. So that's 10 p.m. Monday until 6 a.m. on Tuesday. There's that potential for quite strong northwest winds. And the last watch we have here between 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Tuesday, west to southwest winds may approach severe gale in exposed places. And again, it is that moderate chance of upgrading to a warning. I did say it wasn't just the wind, there is that potential for some snow. So we do have these road snowfall warnings in force for parts of Tuesday, starting early on Tuesday, running until the evening. But those times that will change across the Lindis Pass, Crown Range and Milford Road. If you want more details on those, head to metservice.com. That's all from me. Talk to you soon.